Our next speaker this evening is Monsieur Francois Auque. Monsieur Auque is the Chief Executive Officer of EADS Astrium. He studied finance, political science, and administration here in France. He then began his career in the French government's audit agency, the Cour des Comptes, and continued in a number of other important positions in the finance sector. In 1991, he joined the company Aerospatiale, which is one of the parents of EADS, where he has held a number of increasingly important positions. Monsieur Francois Auque currently serves as the CEO, or in French, the PDG of EADS Astrium, which is the largest European space company active in the construction and launch of satellites, in space transportation, and in space services. Francois Auque, we welcome you to the podium.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm not a scientist, so I will be extremely modest tonight. First of all, in order to save time, I will skip the thanks. But nevertheless, I want to pay tribute to James for organizing this conference, which I think is of utmost importance. Well, first of all, I think it's a fact that climate and global change is putting a global concern for the world citizen and then for governments. To tackle this challenge calls a better understanding, assessment of the status of planet Earth, which means, in fact, a way to provide tools for decision-making, kind of early warning for governments. But this means that in order to provide those tools, all the systems which have been described by Alexei have to be coordinated and harmonized. And as he stressed, this is really the key issue. That's why we, Astrium, immediately recognized that GEOSS and its European contribution, GMES, are adequate initiatives to face its challenge and therefore need strong engagement, strong support. And as the European leader for space, we are fully committed to the success of GEOSS and GMES. Now, I would like to stress what we believe are some key conditions for success. And I would like to elaborate around 5 conditions. The first condition is to secure operational, reliable, flawless meteorology space system. This has been stressed by Barbara Ryan. Clearly, meteorology is the first key to understand the global trend of the climate. And meteorology can be fed only by space data. And we have to be aware that 1 mile or a few seconds may save lives and millions. That's why there is a need, and all words are key, for operational, reliable, flawless meteorology space systems. I want to take 2 crucial examples. The first one, of course, is METOP. METOP, built under technical supervision of ESA for Eumetsat, was launched, the first module was launched in October 2006. This European polar observation satellite, designed and manufactured by Astrium, provides continuous mid-morning observations and work together with NPOESS, built by Northrop Grumman, as part of the Joint Polar System. And this is an exemplary cooperation, I think, between NOAA and Eumetsat. Because in order to have all things consistent, there needs to be a lot of bilateral, multilateral cooperations of that type. Second example for Meteo, of course, Meteosat. We have been strongly involved in the first and second generation of Meteosat, which is tirelessly delivering every 15 minutes of every day imagery of the Earth's disk. And we are now, together with our German, French, Spanish and British teams, preparing the third generation, which will be flown in due time in 2015. Second condition of success, innovation and new sensors. Improving climate and Earth system simulations call for a better understanding and a more accurate observation of our planet. We need to be able both to have a better simulation of long-term trends, but also we need to be able to target more accurate regional, extreme local phenomena. And to capture these new parameters, new sensors have to be developed, new technologies have to be transformed into new operational services. Again, one example, maybe EOLUS. The EOLUS mission, primed for ESA on our English site, will fly the first European LIDAR. I'm not a scientist, but I know it means light detection and ranging. LIDAR camera ever flown, designed on our French site in Toulouse. And EOLUS will measure the wind profiles from space and will improve weather forecast and climate process understanding. So, tomorrow, another example, EarthCare, with another LIDAR technology, will assess the interaction between clouds, aerosol, and solar radiations. So we need new technologies. Third condition of success, improve science of planet Earth. Meteorology is not all. Understanding and modeling of planet Earth as a global physical system is at the crossroad of various sciences like climatology, oceanography, geology, and requires continuous and long-term monitoring. And I want to quote maybe two key examples again. Eumetsat, the biggest satellite ever flown by ESA, manufactured by Astrium, has been scrutinizing Earth's lands, atmosphere, oceans, and poles with 10 sophisticated optical and radar sensors for more than 5 years now, which has helped to better understand the carbon cycle, which, of course, as everybody knows, plays a critical role in the climate change process. But Eumetsat will not last forever, and science needs continuity. That's why CryoSat-2, another ESA satellite primed in our German site, will provide scientific information about marine currents and ice thickness. Fourth condition of success, which was stressed by José, sustainable geo-information services. Having the data, having the sensors is fine, but if we do not translate those data into operational services to support public policy makers, it has no use. And of course, fast reaction to natural disasters should rely on a vast archive of imagery, timely updated when the disaster occurs. That's why geo-information services are key, and that's why we, Astrium, and our subsidiary, Infoterra, in all our mother countries, is leading 2 GMES fast-track projects on crisis management and land use to transform space data into valuable, practical, operational information. And we intend to move from demonstration to operational services very soon in 2008.
Last and very quick condition of success, what I would call governance, that is say the way to get all those data, all those systems, all those services consistent, and the prioritization, of course. I will not insist on that. It has been developed thoroughly by Alexis. As a conclusion, I want to repeat our full commitment as Astrium to GEOSS and GMES, because it is really, we believe that it is a way to address one of the most important issues of the period. We believe it is our duty. But a very final word I would like to stress on services and what José called public-private partnership. It's a word under which we can put many things. But I can tell you that we, Astrium, we have a huge experience of public-private partnerships through our British experience which is called Paradigm. And I am absolutely convinced that when there is a professional customer, when there is a professional supplier, and when those two agree on realistic assumptions, PPP are a very efficient tool. That's our experience. Thank you.